Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Kiki with Ashley. Are y'all ready to Kiki with me? Are y'all ready to Kiki with me? Let's Kiki. Let's talk about a time when I went on a date. This is a few years well. This was like one of my first dates on Match. And y'all know if y'all been following this like series, I'm not a big fan of Match. But it was like one of my first dates on Match. And I matched with this guy. He sounded great on paper, bachelor's, master's, a teacher. I was like, oh, he sounds great. All right, he's kind of cute. Okay, cool. Fine. We messaged each other back and forth for a bit, and then he said, hey, let's meet up in the city. And I said, sure. He lives in Jersey. Okay, I was like, sure. During that time, I had like some Saturday classes out in the city, so I was like, hey, I finish 1:30. So like, I think not even 1:30. I think I said, hey, I finish around 4 o'clock, so I'm free after then. And he's like, okay, cool. Let's meet up by Penn Station. And then I'll take you to the spot where, I usually like to go. And I'm like, okay, cool. So my class was running late. I was like learning to place in IUDs at that time. And, healthcare is healthcare. So the patient came late. Everything started late, so me doing the procedure was late. So I was running a little late. He was not pleased with that, of course. So when I met him in person, he literally looked me up and down. He was like, okay, cool. And I was like, wait, what? He's like, you're okay. Okay, fine. I was like, oh, so where are we going? He's like, okay, we're gonna hop on the train to go to this spot. And since you've been running late, we're almost gonna miss happy hour. And I was like, if, a happy hour meant so much to you, I could have met you at the place, because he was really flustered that we were about to miss happy hour. And he's like, it's fine, it's fine. I was like, okay. So he's like, you don't got a Metro card right now? I was like, no, I drove here. I don't take the train as much anymore. So I was like, I need to get a Metro card. For some reason, my card was not swiping well at that train station spot. Like, it was not going through. It was not working. It was not happening. And he's just there watching me struggle as a woman, trying to get a Metro card, and it was not reading my card at all. And I was like, it's not reading my card. He's like, oh, okay. And I was like, yo, this dude is like odd. So I was like, okay, let's just go to the other station across the street. He's like, okay, fine. We go to the other station across the street. It reads my card. I got a Metro card. We went to Times Square. Times Square, y'all. Went to Times Square to go to the spot for his happy hour. Clearly, he knew the bartender, so he was able to get a few drinks before the last, 10 minutes were up for the happy hour time or that window. So he was finally like relieved that happened. So after we finally made it and he got the drinks that he wanted for the price he wanted, he kind of relaxed. So I finally kind of relaxed a little too, because it was a pretty tense 15 minutes with him so far on this first date. From him, the moment he was looking me up and down. So finally, he's starting to get to know me a little and really questioning if I really graduated from NYU, and questioning if I really got my master's. It was like, yeah, my dude, like, no, I'm pretty much real. He kind of lightened up when he realized that we actually had some mutual friends, or we know some people from the same group of people, you know? So I was like, okay with that. I was like, okay, we know some people, cool. That's how that date went. And when we were leaving out, he's like, we can go on a second date for sure. And I looked at him like, yeah, really? And I was like, honestly though, you shouldn't be looking me up and down. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. And he apologized. And I was like, how you came off was a little too strong too. And he apologized for that. And he's like, so are you willing for the second date? And I was like, if you can chill off with these things, I think it's okay. I was like, it's all right. So that was my first date with him. So I don't know if you guys have ever been on a date where it was just rocky from the beginning and then kind of get better in the end. Have you guys ever gave that person a second shot or a second try or a second date? Because we had a rocky start. How do you guys feel too as well? How I was like just trying to get my MetroCard and he was just there kind of like watching me struggle. Watching me struggle trying to get a damn MetroCard. So I want to know your thoughts on that. But that's how my first date was with him. I am going to leave this Kiki for the next 2 weeks because there's a part 2. Trust me, there's no part 3 afterwards. But I have to share my part 2 with y'all. It gets even better. So, Kiki with me next time. Let me know your thoughts.